The mood in the living room of the Dragonfly base was dour. Each person assembled there understood the seriousness of the threat to Eddie Smithton, SIS agent and Aisling Keen's kind of boyfriend, whom enemy forces had kidnapped. Aisling's anger and worry made every moment that passed feel like an opportunity lost. The information that brought them together came from an unlikely source, Dragonfly's long-standing enemy, Jameson Hart. An initial review had concluded that the data was legitimate, and the infomancers had researched while the agent slept. Aisling stared at the clock, wishing for the minute hand to click over to the start of the meeting so she could find out what they'd discovered. Seated beside her legs on the floor was her mechanical dragon companion Shimmer, in one of his oldest bodies. Brodie McGregor, Dragonfly's chief technician, had promised the full fabrication facility would be up and running shortly to rectify that situation. For the mission to rescue Eddie, it looked like the dragon would be going in at less than his maximum possible capability. She thought, of course he would claim he's never operated at full capacity, since we can't meet his constant demands for upgrades. Will Blackwood and Lance Stone, the current top echelon of male agents, sat in chairs across the room, as did Maria Fisher and Isla Fraser, the agency's two most accomplished female agents. The operation to rescue Eddie would be all hands on deck, a sign of commitment from her colleagues and the organisation. Annika Lind, the leader of Dragonfly, entered the room. She was of Nordic descent and looked it, tall, blonde and sharp-cheeked. Her voice was no nonsense as she snapped, "Mia, go." Mia Peterson, Aisling's friend and one of Dragonfly's two infomancers, replied over the room's speakers from her office. "The chip we got from Hart has geographic information on it. It also had a virus, but we caught and quarantined it easily. I'm guessing he couldn't help himself, but didn't try too hard to infect us either." Thomas Scott, Mia's partner, added over the speakers, "Frankly, I would have been insulted if he hadn't tried." Agreed. So we borrowed a couple of satellites to get some images. Here's what they showed us. The monitor mounted on the wall activated and displayed a grassy field. Shadows and damp areas indicated it wasn't entirely flat, although the high-angle view didn't provide much to work with. We've been over it a bunch of times with our own eyes, and our systems have chewed on it too. If the base is there, the entrance is really well hidden. Annika ventured, "Even if they're exclusively using portals to get in and out, it's unlikely they would rely only on that, since the leaders aren't magicals. A physical way in and out has to be there."